Please welcome the second Vice President of the United States Conference of Mayors, San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria.
Well, good morning, everybody. Did you make good choices last night? Well, if you couldn't tell by my height, clearly I'm not David Holt. Apparently there's some sports thing happening in his city today, so he is on his way back to OKC, but as your intrepid, currently second vice president, I'm happy to fill in the role this morning. So let's get down to business. Because we'll be considering resolutions this morning, I urge mayors to review the section in your program that explains the credentialing process. It's on page 3, or look in the notices section in the app. Please make sure that you have your credential card in hand to be counted during any votes. And with those instructions, let's now begin the business session. I'd ask mayors, and I know this is a tall ask, I ask mayors to please keep their remarks concise. Some of us have to catch the airplane back to home, right? So in the interest of saving time, if there is no objection, debate will be limited to 2 speeches of 2 minutes per mayor per question. As there's no objection, the rule is adopted for this meeting. The first item of business this morning is to consider the resolutions before us, which, if passed, will become the official policy of the United States Conference of Mayors. The resolutions have come from our standing committees. The full membership may also consider any new resolution proposed by a member mayor at this morning's session. Consideration of these new resolutions requires a 2/3 vote of the members present and voting. Any new resolutions will be considered after voting on all the resolutions approved by our standing committees. With those instructions, at this time, the chair would like to know if any member mayor is offering a new resolution this morning. Hear none. The U.S. Conference of Mayors Executive Committee allows mayors to record a no vote on specific resolutions that are adopted either at a committee meeting or the business meeting during the annual meeting. That was a lot to say. In both cases, the mayor must be present for the vote. So for a committee-passed resolution, the mayor also must be a member of the committee. This rule will not be changed. Let me try this again. It's a long morning. This rule will not change the voting results on a resolution. I think that makes sense. To register a no vote, and this is important for several mayors, to register a no vote on the resolution that passes during the business session this morning, go to the resolution section in the 93rd annual meeting section of the app and tap on the resolution for which you wish to register a no vote. A vote button will be visible in the lower portion of the screen. Mayors, their staffs, or their city representative will have until 48 hours after adjournment of this annual meeting to register a no vote. Hope that that's clear. See myself or staff if you have any additional questions. So we will now be considering resolutions from our standing committees. The resolutions will be considered committee by committee in the order listed in the app. Hopefully you've downloaded the app. The procedure will be as follows. First, the chair of each committee or designee will make a brief presentation of that committee's resolutions and then move for their adoption. I will next ask for a second, and then I will ask if any member mayor wants to have an individual resolution pulled for special consideration. Once the resolutions to be pulled have been identified and set aside, we will hold a vote on the remaining resolutions for that committee as a block. We will go through this procedure for all of our standing committees. This is your annual reminder of how many standing committees we have. Then we will have a discussion on all the resolutions pulled for special consideration, followed by a separate vote on each one. And after that, we will take up any new resolutions. If parliamentary issues should arise during our debate, we have a professional parliamentarian here to be able to assist with us. His name is Tim Nguyen. Tim, thank you so much for your help this morning. And before we get to committees, while we take the prerogative of saying thank you to our staff here at the JW Marriott. Mayors, can we give a round of applause for all the servers, hotel workers, all of the folks in the presentation, the AV. Takes an army to make this meeting work, and we thank every single one of them. So with that, I can see he's already at the ready. We will begin with Allentown Mayor Matt Turk, Chair of the Children, Health, and Human Services Committee. Mayor, the floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. The Children, Health, and Human Services Committee met on Thursday, June 19th, 2025. We considered 8 resolutions that were submitted in a timely manner. One was shared with the Environment Committee. The committee reported out 7 resolutions and tabled 1 resolution for being duplicative. The resolutions covered protection of Medicaid benefits in the reconciliation bill, protection of SNAP benefits, advancing LIHEAP, and protecting access to healthy food. I move to adopt the following resolutions: 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Thank you, Mayor. We have a motion by Mayor Turk. Is there a second for that motion? We have a second from Mayor Guerrero in West Sacramento. Does any mayor want a resolution to be pulled from that list? Seeing and hearing none, I now call for a vote on the resolutions en bloc, excluding any of the resolutions that may have been pulled for consideration. So again, I see none, unless, am I missing? Okay, I don't think that's about that. Okay, very good. We'll call for a vote now. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. Opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the resolutions are passed. Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate that. We'll move to our next committee, the Mayor of Toledo, Wade Mayor Wade it is. Kapsakavich. Mayor, thank you. Our chair of the Community Development and Housing Committee. Mayor, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Community Development and Housing Committee met on Friday, June 20th. We considered 13 resolutions that were submitted in a timely manner and 1 that was introduced during the meeting. The committee reported out 14 of those resolutions. I move to adopt the following resolutions: 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 60.
Very good. We have a motion by Mayor Kapsakavich. Is there a second for that motion? A second from Mayor Klein. Thank you very much. Does any mayor want a resolution to be pulled? Seeing and hearing none, I now call for a vote on the resolutions en bloc, excluding any of the resolutions that may have been pulled. There were none. So all those in favor, I'm sorry, was there? Okay, sorry. Hearing things. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, and those resolutions have been passed. Thank you very much, Wade. Moving now to Tampa Mayor Jane Castor, our host, the Vice Chair of the Criminal and Social Justice Committee. Mayor Castor, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. The Criminal and Social Justice Committee met on June 20th, 2025, and considered 6 resolutions submitted in a timely fashion, 1 of which was withdrawn by the sponsor. In addition, the committee considered 4 new resolutions, conducting ICE raids and managing protests in as orderly a way as possible, opposition to the renaming of the Department of Defense assets, honoring civil rights leaders, urging the administration and Congress to provide disaster aid relief for cities, and supporting increased funding for the nonprofit security grant program. The committee reported out 9 resolutions for consideration at this business session. I now move adoption of resolutions number 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 63, 64, 65, and 66.
Very busy committee. We have a motion by Mayor Castor. Is there a second for that motion? Mayor Buffalo, thank you very much. We have a motion and second. Does any mayor wish to pull a resolution from that list? Seeing and hearing none, I now call for a vote on these resolutions in bloc, excluding any that have been pulled. Again, none have been pulled. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say nay. The ayes have it, and these resolutions are passed. Thank you, Mayor Castor. We'll now move to Columbia, South Carolina, Mayor Daniel Rickerman, Chair of our Energy Committee. Sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. The Energy Standing Committee met on June 20th, 2025 and considered 3 resolutions submitted in a timely manner. The Energy Committee approved resolutions number 28 and 29 unanimously without any amendment, and solution number 30 was amended and then passed unanimously. These 3 resolutions are in support of incentives for geothermal energy, support of preserving clean energy tax credits, and local government support for positive economic and workforce impacts around nuclear energy. My motion is that we move forward on resolutions 28, 29, and 30.
Thank you, Mayor. We have a motion. Is there a second for that motion? A second. Thank you, Mayor Mervin. So we have a motion and a second. Does anyone wish to pull any of these resolutions? Seeing and hearing none, I will now call for a vote on these resolutions, excluding any that may have been pulled. Again, none have been pulled. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Thank you, Mayor Rickerman. Appreciate that very much. We're going to stay in Columbia, but go to Missouri, and we'll give the floor now to the chair of the Environment Committee, Mayor Buffalo.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. So the Environment Committee met on Thursday, June 19th, 2025. We considered 6 resolutions that were submitted in a timely manner. One was shared with Children, Health, and Human Services, and one was shared with Community Development and Housing. In addition, 3 new resolutions were introduced during the meeting, and they included urging the U.S. EPA to revise the Financial Capability Assessment Guidance, supporting full funding for USGS and other science-based environmental agencies, and urging Congress and EPA to provide additional support for lead pipe replacement. So the committee reported out all 9 resolutions, and so I move to adopt resolutions 1, 11, 31, 32, 33, 34, 57, 58, and 59.
Thank you very much. We have a motion by Mayor Buffalo. Is there a second for her motion? A second from Mayor Hovland. Very good. Are there anyone wish to pull any of those resolutions? Hearing none, I now call for a vote on the resolutions in block. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and those resolutions are passed. Thank you very much, Mayor Buffalo. Turning now to international affairs, I'll call on the Mayor, Martha Guerrero, acting chair of the International Affairs Committee. Mayor Guerrero, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Second Vice President Gloria. The International Affairs Standing Committee met on Friday, June 20th. We considered 4 resolutions that were submitted in a timely manner. The committee reported out on all 4 resolutions, made an amendment on resolution number 37, which was adopted. I move to adopt the following resolutions: 21, 35, 36, and 37. Thank you.
Thank you for that motion. We have a motion, ladies and gentlemen. Is there a second for Mayor Guerrero's motion? Thank you. We'll go to Mayor Turk. Let's do that. Just spreading the wealth this morning. So we have a motion by Mayor Guerrero, second by Mayor Turk. On the International Affairs Committee, does anyone wish to pull any of those resolutions? Seeing and hearing none, I now call for a vote on all these resolutions in block. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The resolutions are passed. Thank you very much, Mayor Guerrero. We'll move now to the Jobs, Education, and Workforce Committee, chaired by Fontana Mayor Aquanetta Warren, who is here. Mayor Warren, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. The Jobs, Education, and the Workforce Standing Committee met on Thursday, June 19th to consider 6 resolutions submitted in a timely manner. I move the adoption of resolutions 38, 39, 40, 41, 30, and 6.
Very good. Thank you, Mayor, for your motion. We have a motion by Mayor Warren. Is there a second for that motion? Second from Mayor Cognetti. So we have a motion and second. Does anyone wish to pull any of those resolutions? Seeing and hearing none, I call for a vote on these resolutions in block. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say nay. Those ayes have it, and those resolutions are passed. Thank you very much, Mayor Warren. We'll move now to Scranton Mayor Paige Cognetti, Chair of the Metro Economies Committee. Mayor, the floor is yours.
Mr. Chair, the Metro Economies Standing Committee met Friday afternoon to consider 9 resolutions, 7 of which were submitted in a timely manner, and 2 resolutions which were submitted for the committee's consideration with general consent. I move adoption of resolutions 29, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, and new resolutions number 61, restoring order and predictability to the U.S. economy and bond market, and 62, opposing the disposal of federal public lands.
Thank you very much for your motion. Mayor Cognetti, is there a second for her motion? So a second from Mayor Kautz. Very good. So we have a motion and second. If anyone wish to pull any of those resolutions for further discussion? Seeing and hearing none, I now call for a vote on the resolutions. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The resolutions are passed. Thank you, Mayor Cognetti. We'll go now to Sunnyvale Mayor Larry Klein, who is acting chair of the Technology and Innovation Committee. Mayor Klein, the floor is yours.
Thank you. The Technology and Innovation Standing Committee met on Thursday, June 20th to consider 3 resolutions submitted in a timely manner and 1 new resolution introduced in committee, a resolution in opposition to the federal artificial intelligence state and local regulation moratorium. I move the adoption of resolutions 15, 48, 49, and 56.
Mayor Klein, thank you. We have a motion by Mayor Klein. Ladies and gentlemen, is there a second for Mayor Klein's motion? Mayor Hovland, very good. So we have a motion and second. Does anyone wish to pull a resolution from that list? Seeing and hearing none, I call for a vote on the resolutions. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The resolutions are passed. Mayor Klein, thank you very much. Appreciate your service. We'll go down to Burnsville. Mayor Elizabeth Couts. Mayor Couts, always delightful to see you. She will present a report from the Tourism, Arts, Parks, Entertainment, and Sports Committee, probably the funnest committee around here. Mayor Couts, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. The Tourism, Arts, Parks, Entertainment, and Sports Committee met on Friday, June 20th. We considered 3 resolutions that were submitted in a timely manner. 8 resolutions were introduced during the meeting and all voted on and discussed and voted on. Arts and culture funding for FY 2026 federal appropriations. National Arts and Humanities Month, October 2025. America 250 City Art Posters Project. Play Ball celebrates 10 years. Support for the Land and Water Conservation Fund and the Outdoor Recreation Legacy Partnership Grant Program. Recognizing the value of community trees and the 50th anniversary of Tree City, USA. Women's sports infrastructure, Make America Travel the Best in the World. The committee reported on 11 resolutions. I move to adopt the following resolutions: 50, 51, 52, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, and 77.
Very good. Thank you, Mayor Couts. We have a motion by Mayor Couts. Is there a second for her motion? I see in the very back, is that our mayor from Beverly Hills, I think? Is it? Yeah, very good. Silhouette, but I can still pick you out. It's just fantastic. It's the California mayors, everybody. So we have a motion and second. Is there any mayor wish to pull any of those resolutions? Seeing and hearing none, I call for a vote on the resolutions in block. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed, say nay. The ayes have it. The resolutions are passed. Thank you very much, Mayor Couts. The final report this morning by our committees will be given by Edina Mayor Jim Hovland, Chair of our Transportation Committee. Mr. Chairman, the floor is yours.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I like the optimism of many of our colleagues that are head of standing committees and calling you Mr. Vice President, so I'm going to do the same thing.
Very good.
Make that presumptive call. Mr. Vice President, the Transportation Standing Committee met on Friday, June 20th to consider and then approve 3 resolutions that were submitted in a timely manner, as well as considered 3 new resolutions which were also accepted for consideration and then approved. Mr. Vice President, I therefore move the adoption of resolutions 53, 54, 55, 67, 68, and 69.
Mayor, thank you for that motion. Is there a second for Mayor Hovland's motion? Second. I think that was Mayor Couts. So we have a motion and second. Does any mayor wish to pull one of those resolutions? Seeing and hearing none, I now call for a vote on the resolutions. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay. The ayes have it. Mayor Hovland, thank you very much. Those resolutions are adopted. I believe we had no resolutions pulled for additional consideration, which means the teleprompter is going to speed right forward, and you'll get back to your airport gate even faster. Or I can just turn the pages. Very good. All right. Yes, we have a privilege motion this morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I would like to move a privilege resolution to thank Mayor Castor for being such a wonderful host and is hosting our annual conference. Mayors, the resolution is before you, and I will just read the resolve clauses for your benefit. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we thank the City of Tampa and Tampa Mayor Jane Castor for her innovative spirit, generosity, and unwavering commitment to collaboration, and for hosting the 93rd annual meeting. And be it further resolved that the United States Conference of Mayors extends its gratitude to Mayor Castor, city staff, volunteers, sponsors, and the people of the great city of Tampa for an extraordinary and incredibly productive annual meeting. This is how we say thank you in mayor, right? Is through resolutions, right? So I was honored to make that motion. Is there a second to my motion? By acclamation. We'll go Guerrero, but for the parliamentarian vote. So we have a motion and a second. The resolution, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay? You're smart people. Very good. The resolution is unanimously adopted, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Mayor Castor. This concludes our resolutions discussion, everybody. Round of applause for Jane again. So we're now move to the nominating committee report, which will be given by Allentown Mayor Matt Turk. Mr. Chairman, the floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. The nominating committee was convened by Mayor LaToya Cantrell of New Orleans, Louisiana, on Friday, June 20th, 2025, and we respectfully submit the following recommendations for approval by the membership of the United States Conference of Mayors. For President, Mayor David Holt of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. For Vice President, Mayor Todd Gloria of San Diego, California. For Second Vice President, Mayor Larian Gaylor Baird of Lincoln, Nebraska. For the Board of Trustees, Mayor Paige Cognetti of Scranton, Pennsylvania. Mayor Tim Keller of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Mayor Daniel Rickenman of Columbia, South Carolina. And for the Advisory Board, Mayor Angela Burney of Redmond, Washington. Mayor Sue Finkham of Carmel, Indiana. Mayor Brandon Johnson of Chicago, Illinois. Mayor Sean Patterson Howard of Mount Vernon, New York. And Mayor Regina Romero of Tucson, Arizona.
Very good. Mayor, thank you to yourself, to all the nominating committees, and to Mayor Cantrell for leading our nominating committee this year. It's a lot of hard work, ladies and gentlemen. I think you know that. So I now call for a vote to accept the report from the nominating committee. Sorry, the teleprompter's a little. So is there a motion necessary for that? So we had a motion by Jim. Thank you very much. We have a second from Elizabeth. So a motion by Mayor Hovland, second by Mayor Couts to accept the nominating committee's report. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. The ayes have it. The report from the nominating committee is adopted. Congratulations to all of our new officers, trustees, and advisory board members. Mayor Couts.
Mr. Vice President, we have one resolution that we haven't considered, and that's the resolution of gratitude to the Honorable Andrew J. Ginther, Mayor of Columbus, Ohio.
Very good.
We're serving on the 82nd President of the United States Conference of Mayors, and I'd like to make sure that we address that resolution that's before us here, Mr. Vice President.
We're going to get to it momentarily, Mayor Couts. Thank you,
Okay.
though. Yes, we do want to express our appreciation to Mayor Ginther. So thank you for grabbing that. To conclude the nominating committee's work, I want to ask our new officers to come to the stage for a group photo. If I may have the big reveal.
Thunder took him home, but we still got some of him.
It's the travel-sized David Holt. Very good. Well, again, congratulations to all the mayors for stepping up into leadership. We appreciate your service to our incredible conference. As my first act as the vice president of this conference of mayors, I'm pleased to move a privileged resolution to honor our immediate past president and allow me, mayors, to read the resolved clauses. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we honor Mayor Andy Ginther for fiercely leading the United States Conference of Mayors as its 82nd president. And be it further resolved that we recognize the love and support of his wife Shannon and their daughter Clara and other members of his family and community. Having moved this motion, I would like to acknowledge Mayor Couts' second for this motion, and then ask for a vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay. The resolution is unanimously approved. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to Mayor Ginther for his leadership. And with a round of applause for Andy, everybody. And ladies and gentlemen, let this just be a hallmark of the next year. Our 93rd annual meeting is now adjourned 17 minutes early. You're welcome, everybody. That's called Found Time.